Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tevaron here, and welcome back to some more Eternal gameplay, this time with Dinosaurs. I had a couple of requests to do a dinosaur deck, so I put in the time and testing and morphing and changing cards until I came up with something that is surprisingly competitive. It has pretty good game against aggro, holds its own versus mid-range, not quite so good against control, but it can pull out games there. This is the list. We have 3 Permafrost for early removal against non-endurance units. For Savage Skybrood, a 1-cost 0/2 flying dinosaur. When we play another dinosaur, it gets +1 attack. 3 Twilight Hunt for a little bit of additional removal. Give one of our units killer. If it's a dinosaur, it gets +1/+1. For Evelina, Valley Searcher, a 2/2 for 2 explorer. When you play an explorer, including her, dinosaurs in our hand get +1/+1. 2 Horizon Seeker, another explorer, so to help trigger Evelina, also has a minor synergy with dinosaurs. It is flying, gives you Nightfall, and when we play a dinosaur while it's out, it gets +1 health. 2 Skelly Gruen, I don't know if that's actually how you pronounce that, but we'll go with that. A 1/4 for 2. For Trailmaker to fix our power and ramp us a bit. 2 Unseal to hopefully negate pesky stuff from the opponent like Harsh Rule, which absolutely demolishes us. 4 Bloodscent Avasaur, the only shadow card in the deck. A 3/3 flying dinosaur for 3, Fate, which means when you draw it, all your dinosaurs that are in play get +1 attack, and it also summons Nightfall. 3 Polymorphs to help us deal with creatures that Permafrost can't. 3 Teriax Hatchling, Flying and Echo. 3 Avasaur Patriarch, a 4-cost 2/4 with Flying. Your dinosaurs cost 1 less, and we can ultimate it for 6 and give all our dinosaurs in play +2/+2. I originally had 4 of these when I started testing, but went down to 3 as sometimes they're just a little clunky. They do enable some really degenerate stuff though sometimes. 4 World Bearer Behemoth, because it's just about the best dinosaur in the game. 5-cost 6/7 with Overwhelm. When it attacks, we play 1 random power card from our deck, then increase the ability by 1. 3 Predatory Carnosaurs top out our curve, a 6/6 for 6 with Killer. Our power base is 6 time and 5 primal. We have no actual shadow sigils as we only ever need 1. We have enough shadow faction in the deck to give us roughly an 80% chance of hitting 1 shadow by turn 3, so that's pretty good. 4 Crest of Wisdom, 4 Elysian Banner, 4 Seed of Wisdom, 2 Seed of Cunning, 2 Seed of Mystery, 4 Common Cause, which is an awesome power card for a tribal deck. We can enable it with either dinosaurs or explorers. If we have 2 units in our hand that share a type, we can gain an influence of our choice. That rounds out the deck list. Let's play a few games, shall we? Alright, don't think we can keep this hand. We have no early game. We're not showing a shadow sigil to guarantee we can play this on 3, so we'll redraw. That's not great either. Hopefully our opponent is also slow. Let's lead off with a banner. Or if we can draw some of our 2-drops, that would be awesome. We have a lot of them. There we go. That's what we want. We'll play out a seat and play Evelina. A little bit of a shame we didn't have more dinos in hand for her to enhance. Trailmaker, that helps out as well. Let's do that. We'll Trailmaker, and we definitely want a 3rd time as we have several things that need 3 time faction. 1 Shadow's all we need, and 2 Primal to play everything. Alright, we get to play our stuff on curve. Let's attack first, see if they want to kill anything. Probably have removal for this, Vanquish or some such. But if we get to swing with it, that would be awesome. We are probably playing against Icaria Blue here, just by how the game's going so far. very much expect this to get vanquished. Or maybe just Lightning Storm to clear those two? Nope, vanquish 2. Yep, we just lost our board. And this is the reason why we don't have very good game against control. Alright, we'll just sit back, I guess. Which is not something we actually want to be doing. No, they can have that. I would rather unseal a removal spell. Alright. Well, I would like to stop drawing powers now. There are quite a few powers in the deck. That is to make sure that we hit our curve as often as possible, though sometimes it can lead to flooding out. Still, I would always rather err on the side of being able to cast all my spells than have a higher percentage of getting power screwed. If we had one more removal spell in hand, we could deal with this, but the Aegis is going to cancel out our permafrost when we cast it. Runehammer's bad news too. Alright, so we're just going to flood and die. That's fine. Hopefully our next games will be versus some more aggro-y or mid-rangey type decks. Right, well, I mean, that's something we can play. It's going to die to the Runehammer, but at least it keeps us from getting hit in the face with it. No? No blocks? Nope. Bye-bye, Avasaur. We barely knew you. So we're not technically completely dead here. So we want to target with this with Polymorph first, as Permafrost will keep it from being a thing, unless they have a silence effect. Then we'll... Scaly Gruen? Is that how you pronounce that last word? And we're empty-handed and most likely just dead. Yep, there's the silence effect. So probably should have gone with the Permafrost second, and then they would have had a frog. Alright, no big deal. Let's move on. Yep, can't keep that. That's a bit more like it. Do need one more power to really get going. One nice thing about the Teriax hatchling is it by itself enables Common Cause. Well, we'll lead off with the crest since we drew that. Don't want you yet. Would rather draw a few more powers, especially a shadow source here. Alright, Awakened Student. We got a Seed of Mystery, so that is our shadow source. We are going to go really aggro here since it looks like we're up against Combray aggro and play out our two Savage Skybroods. Try to outrace this thing's growth if we can. Combray doesn't have a lot of removal until your stuff has at least 4 power for Vanquish. They do have some healing though, so there's that. Okay, so the question is, what do we go with here? We could definitely play that, which would boost everything in hand. But I think we're going to go with Avasaur this turn. Hunt both of those, get ourselves some Nightfall for card draw. This can potentially block here if they don't have a Finest Hour. Then next turn we can double spell with Evelina into Horizon Seeker, giving +2/+2 to all our dinosaurs in hand. Okay, they don't have a Finest Hours. Or they would have been attacking with that, I imagine. Seed of Wisdom, glad to be drawing our stuff here. That's a really good draw. We're not going to be playing any dinosaurs, so we can go ahead and attack first. Otherwise, we would have wanted to play them out so these would get bigger. Then we'll go with her. And him. And in the turn. Sure, I'll try to trade there. Aw, darn it. Why are you playing Harsh Rule in your Combre aggro deck, dude? That seems a little not optimal. Let's play out her. Then play out a monstrously huge Teriax hatchling. Reality Ward. Okay. Not really planning on trying to remove things from our void anyway. So we're not going to play the crest because I want to play both of these. And that will reduce the cost here. There we go. Swing for 5 in the air. If we could please not see a Sandstorm Titan, that would be awesome. Though we can ultimate this next turn if it lives. Give all our dinosaurs +2/+2. Have you got another doggone Harsh Rule? I'm going to soak up that damage. We are pretty low. Alright, they don't. Good. So they're dead on board? Oh yeah, cool. That was a bit more like it. Honorable fight, friend. Yeah, I will definitely keep this. This is a great hand. This scaly Gruen's going to get pretty big, as well as these Teriax hatchlings. Wouldn't mind drawing another Explorer, to be honest. Getting 2 of these out is ridiculous because they both trigger. Even when you play the second one, all your dinosaurs in hand get +2/+2. We'll go with that. Alright. Opponent seems to be Xenon, which is an iffy matchup for us. They're mid-range, generally verging on control, which can be a problem. If we can get a good enough start here, we can probably out-aggro them before they get going. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble. Let's attack. Alrighty. That was a little dangerous as they do have enough energy there for Ion, the Abductor, which would have eaten her up. Sandstorm Titan. Doggone ya. Alright, alright. Well, we did draw another Explorer. So let's embiggen our stuff here. We'll go ahead and get a 3rd Primal, even though we don't need it. And then we'll play out this gigantic Gruen that can actually block this. Short of them having Avara's favor to finish it off. Which, I mean, they could outright kill it with a kill spell, but doesn't seem to be happening. Well, we should just keep playing our stuff out, I think, as generally these decks don't play sweepers like Stray into Shadow. We'll end the turn. Well, I want you dead, so gang the block with the team. We do have Unseal in hand to stop a removal spell, if need be. Yep, feels bad to trade 3 for 1, but felt like it was necessary. No, you cannot have that back. I just spent a lot of time and effort and units dealing with that. Please don't have another one. Alright, sure. Alright, well, I mean, not the best card to be drawing at this point in the game, but it does give us Nightfall to draw a little bit. Of course, they get that advantage too. Yep, I don't have a unit. Well, at least you can't play it till next turn unless you're holding a power here. You're not? Sweet. Twilight Hunt's okay. Tempted to just play it here to keep Nightfall going so we can draw some more cards. Yeah, we'll play this out. Let's grab a fire just to mess with our opponent. And attack. So they have a fast spell, as was evidenced by that pause there. We'll just hold these in hand. Mystic Ascendant. That's another problem. Drawing cards and getting humongous. So, we can get in for one. Then, I'm going to go ahead and play this here. Just for the Nightfall. Does make it a little bit bigger. But all in all, we've probably lost this game. We're just putting in our due diligence. Yep, there's that Titan that came back bigger. And I do not see us getting out of this. They're drawing a bunch more cards than us. We'll grab a Justice too. And end our turn. Yep, bye-bye, Dino. 2 Mystic Ascendants is a little ridiculous. We'll see what we draw, then we're probably just going to scoop it up. Yep, good game. Alright, this seems reasonable. We do need to draw some more powers, but let's keep this. Our question is whether we want to go with this on turn 2 or both of these. Probably this. Of course, it depends on what we draw. Yeah, I think we need that. Alright, looks like we may be up against Xenon again. Which, as we've already established and proven, is not a very good matchup for us. Why can't we have Rakano or Skycrag Aggro or something like that? Not that those are 100% win percentage, but we're pretty good versus them. All our stuff is way bigger than theirs in general. Even Praxis, mid-range, and ramp has been a decent matchup in my testing so far. Well, we're going to play this one first so we can get our Explorer out. Then no matter what we draw, we can play this and both of our 1-cost dinosaurs next turn. Okay, what are we losing? Probably this, to be honest. Yep. Alrighty. Well, we'll definitely go with the crest. Permafrost is a card I would not mind drawing at all. Hopefully their first creature here is not a Sandstorm Titan, as Permafrost really can't deal with that. Yep, bye-bye, Carnosaur. Oh, no, you're bouncing that. Really? You knew we had a Carnosaur and you went for that. Guess we are several turns off. Still, it triggers this one, so... there we go. There's the Titan. Doggone it. Wish I'd scried this to the bottom. Alright, well, can't really profitably attack here. Would like to draw an undepleted power next turn, please. And for them not to have a Death Strike in hand. Or at least the stuff to use it. Alright, I'll take that. Actually, at this point, I don't mind them getting one activation out of that. Okay, kill this. And we wanted to play this out so that they couldn't play another Vara's Choice and take it from us. We also get to attack now. Alright, banish. Sure. Dream Snatchers, minor-ish problem. They're a long way from ultimating it. And actually, let's just get our aggro on, shall we? I think that's our best play there to try and win this game. Alright. No power on top of their deck there. Good to know. Let's swing with all of them. Probably just block here, but offer them the chance to let this die to the Carnosaur at least. Champion of Mystery. Well, that's big enough to eat our Carnosaur, unfortunately. We'll play that. Let's get in for one. Let's see, you don't have either of those yet. You're one off of drawing a card when it hits. No, don't kill our Explorer. That's so rude. What was that thing even doing to you? Alright, well, Banner. Please don't let us flood and die when we've got them this close to winning. Yep, that's a blank Sabotage. That's a card that honestly I think is really overplayed on the ladder. Sure. Alright, you can stop feeding me power now, deck. So now they need 2 more for unblockable. Although honestly, they could probably start swinging with it, as I'm not going to trade my Carnosaur for it. Well, they got the Annihilate anyway. Yeah, we'll take 7, I guess. And that, as they say, is that. Good game, opponent. Yeah, not this. Way too much power going on. That's a bit more like it. Alright, maybe this is Skycrag aggro, though generally those decks don't play Crest. We will start with our Banner. This Common Cause is going to make us a Shadow at some point here. Probably turn 3 so that we can go ahead and play this out. Alright, that's a decent draw. We'll go Seat into Horizon Seeker. And they are almost certainly Ikaria Blue. Aww. Everybody's got to try to ruin our fun. Alright, well, let's grab our Shadow. Then play out the Avasaur and pass the turn. Alright, well, they are silence heavy this game. Pretty sure silencing doesn't remove its type, and it doesn't, so let's Twilight Hunt. Kill that. We'll get in there for one. And play out a hatchling. Very likely to get harsh ruled this turn or the next. Okay, they don't have it this turn. Or they don't have the power, or just are unwilling to do it yet. So next turn we'll be playing our Teriax hatchling most likely, and holding up Unseal for a potential stoppage of harsh rule. Got a Vanquish though, that's a little sad. Right, well, we can't really swing through that Valkyrie, unfortunately. Don't really want to play that out naked to a harsh rule or a Vanquish, so we're going to do that. No blocks. I think this is probably indicative of a harsh rule incoming. Nope, Throne Warden, okay. Another behemoth there. We're going to go with Carnosaur and kill that Throne Warden. Yep, we'll trade. And we'll get in there for 5. Take away at least the armor and a little bit of health. I would like to draw an undepleted power next turn so that we could World Bearer and hold up Unseal. Another Throne Warden. So actually our play is just going to be the same. Unfortunately, we're not making a ton of headway here. So maybe this will trigger them playing out a harsh rule now, since they didn't have the torch to finish that. Yep, seems to be what's going on. Yep, there's the harsh rule. Hopefully they're not holding more removal in hand. Huh. Yeah, I think it's just World Bearer here, even though we don't have the power to hold up Unseal. Sword of the Sky King. Well, I mean, that does deal with that. Let's World Bearer again. We'll Trailmaker also. And grab a fire. Alright, good. They didn't have a harsh rule. That was one thing I was afraid of, as we weren't holding up Unseal. They could have harsh ruled and then just hit us in the face with that 8 power sword. That would have been awful for us. Right, let's see what's on top. Don't want that. Carnosaur has been really good this game. Get a little damage in there. Alright, that's pretty good too. Let's attack. Now we're able to hold up our Unseal for the rest of the game here, which is awesome. Can even play that out. I say no. Yay! Got there! This is a little risky as we don't have 2 dinos to trigger this common cause, but I'm going to try it. Be really sad if we have to play this on turn 2 for nothing. Well, now we don't, so that's good. If it comes to that, I would like to deploy her on turn 2, though, if possible. Either a Sigil or another dinosaur off the top would be what we want here. There's a dinosaur. Awesome. Let's go for another time, since we have our shadow. We need to get to 3 time eventually, as both World Bearer and Carnosaur need 3 time. Alright, silence, sure. At least you didn't have another gunslinger to make this bigger. I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to go with that since we're not guaranteed to draw another dinosaur. We'll get our 3rd time, which is what we want. Then we'll play you out, and I'm going to go ahead and permafrost this Valkyrie and get in there for 2. Unseen Commando, that's going to catch a polymorph. Go here. We could play this to try to play our World Bearer next turn. But I think that this thing is enough of a threat that I want to deal with it while we can. Then I'm going to hold back for the moment. Hopefully this guy will hold the Oni Ronin back. Alright, steady Marshal, so this Marshal gets bigger now. And that one too, obviously. Probably they have a Finest Hour. I want that thing dead, so let's double block. Well, that won't do it, even with the Finest Hour. With the Finest Hour, that wouldn't get it, because we were 1 short of killing it. Yep, they do. Alright. Not the best thing for us. Luckily, we get to World Bearer. No vanquish, please, opponent. We have a Commando. Alright, so they can trade pretty much their whole board to kill this World Bearer. Seems okay to me. Alright, let's play you out. We'll grab a Justice. Polymorph this thing. And end the turn with no cards in hand. Okay. I didn't really think that we had that sewn up, but apparently the opponent did, so good deal. Always nice to end on a win. This again is the deck list. I will also have a link in the description as always if you'd like to check it out there. And I still stand by what I said at the beginning. This is a ton of fun, can do some absolutely degenerate things, and is surprisingly competitive. So if you're wanting to run some dinosaurs, this feels like a fine place to start. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, let me know in the comments, and by leaving a like below, it really does help tremendously. And of course, subscribe if you'd like to see more in the future. I have been Tevaron, and until next time, friends, be excellent to each other.